I just got back. I went undefeated with, as you can see, Sky Striker. I decided to go with today. I wanted to try something new other than Burning Abyss, and it worked out pretty well. I played against a hero deck, a Prank Kids deck, a Tri Brigade deck, and a Sub-Terror deck. Those are my 4 rounds, 4-0. I wish I could have better tournament reports, but we only have locals to go off of right now because of still pandemic-wise. So, yeah, I just figured I'd show you what I played real fast. It's going to be really quick, but we'll just jump right into it. Monsters, 3 copies of Ray, 2 copies of Rose. This actually came up to negate a Dragoon today. Very relevant. Beat over the Anaconda and then have the Rose negate the Dragoons. Hand traps, I believe we played 6. It was 3 Veiler, 3 Ash. We want possibilities to be able to go into the Access Code Talker play to kill them. This is very standard Sky Striker things. That's it for the monsters. Going on for the Sky Striker spells. 1 multi-roll, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Engage, triple Widow Anchor, 1 copy of Afterburner, triple copies. Oh, oopsie, had a wrong order. Triple copies of Shark Cannon, and double copies of Area Zero. I think the only thing that I want to change in the lineup somewhere is I want to play more like either another Rose or a third Area Zero. There's a lot of hands where I opened up and I just didn't have access to like Ray or Rose, and that's just one of the things that shouldn't happen as much as it did, and I want to reduce the possibility of that happening more. So I would probably take out a card you'll see in here coming up for either a third copy of Area Zero or another copy of Rose, just so I can open up with the monster more, because that was one of the biggest issues I was having, I would say, for the day. But when the deck was able to play, it outperformed pretty much everything and went very well. For non-Sky Striker spells, we played triple copies of Pot of Desires. Very good, +1, put the spell in grave. You can banish stuff, obviously, with the Desires, and it hurts, but you can usually still have a win condition regardless after using it. I desired twice in a row without playing any search cards. Like, it was turn 1 Desires, turn 2 Desires, and I still couldn't play. Still won that game. Obviously got lucky, but, still, win's a win. I also played triple copies of Forbidden Droplet. This card makes a huge difference in the deck. I really can't stress that enough. Like, having this card in a Sky Striker deck is insane. The fact that it puts extra spells in your graveyard from sending it with the effect. The fact that it's an out to very hard cards that Sky Striker is very annoying to out, like Dragoons, is also super helpful. It also is good against Butler for Prank Kids. Like, it just does so much. It's also another negate for the Tri Brigade engine. Like, it also stops the Omen from the Tri Brigade after they revolt you. Like, there's so many things this card does. There's so many applications. It comes up for pretty much every matchup. So I cannot recommend this card enough. And I had Chalice in here before I own these. They just don't do the same thing. Like, I wouldn't, like, I'm usually one for like budget options and playing like the cheaper versions of stuff. This card is almost unreplaceable in my eyes, just because of how much it does. The fact that it's a spell speed 4, like, it's absolutely insane. Moving on though, besides me just completely sucking off Droplet, 1 copy of Rhoda, 1 copy of Terratoming, 1 copy of Call by the Grave, 1 copy of Metaphysics Fusion, and 2 Foolish Burial Goods, and then 1 Upstart Goblin. And this is the card I would take out for the third, either the third Zero or the Rose, was the 1 Cosmic Cyclone. There was 2 of this in. I had Chalice in here before, like I said before, the Droplets. It was 2 Chalice and 2 Cosmic. I cut the 2 Chalice and 1 of the Cosmics for the triple Droplets, and this was just in here. It came up like maybe like once. The one time I drew it, it worked. It was good. It cleared 1 back row, but I mean, it just probably should be something else. Maybe twins or maybe more of these and cut something different. I feel like with Droplet, you might not need this engine. It's just like very mediocre just to dump spells when you can have this instead. So, I don't know. It's something, but it's not like amazing, I guess you could say. And then only traps I play were triple copies of Solemn Strike. Strike's just really good right now. Like, against every matchup, Strike is good. There's just nothing bad. Also, multiple times when, like I said, I wasn't drawing Ray or Rose, when I did draw into them, I usually had a Strike in my hand. That was one of the cards that was just there in my hand. And I forced it to go through. Like, sometimes I drew Ray, and then they would like try to do something to it, and then I would strike it, or I would go like Rhoda, they Ash, I strike, they strike it, or I strike it, I mean. So yeah, definitely good. Definitely comes up, helps you push through to get your own engine going. So like Strike helps your engine get to where it needs to be, so where you don't need this anymore. That's probably the best way I could describe it, is because that was like primarily how it was used today. It wasn't used for like stopping my opponent. I guess it was more used to push my striker plates through so that they could set up the widow anchors and the afterburners and clearing the board and setting up interruptions with shark cannons and whatnot. But yeah, overall, main deck was very solid. I would just change the cosmic. Everything else I really felt perfect, if I'm being quite honest. Extra deck is like super standard. I'm just gonna blow through this: 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 2 Hayate, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke. That's it for the Sky Strikers. Non-Sky Strikers: Access Code, Selene, Needle Fiber, obviously, and then the 2 Fires, Phoenix and Hida. Super simple, super easy. This has been the same extra deck for like a year now. Like, it just never changes. I might try a build when we get the next set. What's it called? With the Destiny Hero. I kind of want to try that in here. I think that'd be really cool because it pops itself, it clears itself off of the board so that you can still use your striker spells after you pop itself to interrupt. So you get a lot of interrupts now. It's just another spell you can throw down. So yeah, just a 1-card interruption is really good. For side deck, this is like a pretty old side deck. I just had it in my box that I was rolling with when I showed up, but when I decided I wasn't going to play BA, but it still worked out. 3 copies of Kaiju, the Wind Kaiju. This was for in case I ran into the barrier statue at the time when I played this, but obviously we have Hayate and whatnot, so it's not like that necessary, I guess. But it was cool. This could be any Kaiju, I feel like, but I just think this is the best one right now. These came up a lot, I would say, like the generic destruction cards. These are really good. The Afterburners is insane. I kind of would like want to cut the either one or both of these and play a third Afterburners because this card is way better than this one. You can do some cheeky stuff against Tri-Brigade where if they have, like, let's say Appaloosa Revolt, you can like pop the Appaloosa, and if you have 3 spells engraved, that also like has to force out Revolt. Like, there's nothing they can do about it. They have to use it there because you can just blind hit it at resolution and then you just can't do anything. So stuff like that definitely comes out. That's why I like it better than Jamming Waves. It's like the opposite. It's just way, like, this is just way worse. Even against something like Guru, like, this came up so much more. So yeah, that's something else I would change. I also played 1 set rotation, 1 Mystic Mine because it's Striker, and Mystic Mine is just super easy to stop any sort of combo decks. I didn't play any today, but I never had to put it in. 3 copies. There can only be 1. Also never put it in, and 3 copies of Solemn Strike, or Solemn Judgment. I mean, yeah, it was good. Like, just generic good cards. I feel like these don't really need explanations. It's like okay in the meta right now. I mean, obviously we're going forward into the meta, into the new format with the ban list and everything, but let's be real, how much did the ban list really change for something like Sky Striker? It really didn't at all. It just took the ceilings and lowered of everything else. So, but yeah, overall, very, quick, simple, easy. Sky Striker undefeated deck profile that I wanted to show you guys. And I know you guys have been wanting a Sky Striker deck since the last time. Since it's been a while since I've had any updated list of it. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe if you like this. If you want more Sky Striker content, I actually kind of wanted to do more of it anyway. So feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.